All right, so it in fact keeps going and going around the corner. This is such a cute little seaside town.
I love you.
Hello, my sweet friend. I am so glad you are here. God, this dadgum door gives me an opportunity to practice patience, right? Okay, so we're leaving the car here. Me and you are headed down to the front because I thought I read that there was a trolley that'll take us into La Conner. Because today is Serendipitous Day. I had my lunch back there. I know we're balling on a budget here. And so today's Serendipitous Day. And I am going to grab some coffee. But we're going to do some window shopping. We're going to do some looking around. This town is so stinking cute. Every time we drive through there, I want to stop. I went to the post office the other day. It was adorable. We are going to go down to the office and see if they know anything about a trolley. And my backup plan is to call my favorite Uber driver if that does not pan out and see if he could drop me off down there really quick. Let's find this out. Look at these sweet little, I believe these are dandelions, these little beauties right here. There's always time to stop and admire the pretty flowers. Did you know that you can use all of a dandelion? I read that the other day, actually. There's a little bug enjoying some of the dandelion. If you are going to spray your weeds, I was reading, they said wait until after June because the bees are the ones that go on the dandelions because they're most populated. So that's what the bees turn to, you know, nutrients and whatnot. So let's see if there's a thing here. All right, apparently the trolley stop, it comes at 50 minutes past the hour. So I'm hoping that they did not already stop. I don't even know. I don't even know how you pay. I think it's like $3 or something. Anyway, we got to get up here because we cannot miss this shuttle. Let's fingers crossed. Let's hope we make it. Okay, Sunday between 2 p.m. to stop times every hour after the hour. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. and 11:58 p.m. Saturday and Sunday between 2 p.m. to 11:58 p.m. Let's see what time it is. 11. I'm 2 hours early. No, they start at 2. So, yeah. Let me call my Uber driver. So Kyle's going to take me down there and then he'll be here in a couple minutes. I love that guy. And then we can ride the shuttle back because it says, all right, so the La Conner Library, that's where they drop off. That's at 41 after the hour. So whenever I want to leave, I just need to make sure that I am back at a certain time. Saturday and Sunday between 2 p.m. All right. It doesn't say a fee on here. This is the Swinomish Indian tribal community. So maybe they do like a free shuttle. That'd be super cool. While we're waiting by the dumpsters, look at these beauties popping up right here. Oh, these are just beautiful. Springtime. Well, it's going into summer now, but up here it's still springtime, and I love these wildflowers. Thank you, my sweet Uber driver.
All right, baby, I love you.
I will. My babe, love you. I like that guy. I do. I sure do like him. Whenever I need him, he is there. I'm gonna go start out here it looks like, at Stomping Grounds, and we are going to get an espresso. Hopefully we'll be able to ride the shuttle back, because I do enjoy riding public transit and seeing places in that way. Here's where we are. Stomping Grounds. Looks pretty good. Let's go get us a latte. Hi. Alright. Use bathroom. Oh, this is cool. Look at that guy. That guy's cute. Pretty cool.
Yeah, she's also fun.
Okay.
They're closing here soon if they haven't already. I don't even know.
Okay.
But that's also just down the street. There's an antique shop. They've got a lot of old stuff. And,
Sweet.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
Alright, cool. It's a pretty rad place. I love a good coffee shop. Got our coffee. I love going to the local spots. So I asked where I should go for Serendipitous Day, and it is a little warm, so I'm kind of thinking I should have got cooler coffee. He said that I should walk down Main Street a few blocks because down Main Street there's a thrift shop. Actually, it opened up 3 months ago, he was saying. So we are gonna head across and find us a thrift store. It is like maybe 72 degrees out with a beautiful breeze. This is pretty groovy. I like this little town. That is a funky tree. It's a little floppy. I don't know if it's dead or sad or that is the actual tree. Maybe it's related to like a willow. I dig it. It's cool. Never seen a tree like that. You know, if you're wondering where Serendipitous Days come from, I talked about it in my book. The very first Serendipitous Day that I ever had was on Long Island, New York, and that is one of the days that will live in my heart forever. That whole trip opened me up to being able to travel alone and by myself and to feel confident in who I was. And so that's kind of what these Serendipitous Days are doing for me. They make me feel confident in me and who I am and my ability to navigate around places while having fun. They're about getting to know yourself, getting to know a town, even if you have lived there your entire life. I can promise you, there's things that you haven't seen. So, in Serendipitous Day, I ask one person, wherever I'm at, where do I go next? And so now that I'm going to the thrift store, we're gonna ask somebody there where I should go after that. That being said, we need to enjoy the moment and live in that. Check this out. Is this not the sweetest little thrift shop? The La Conner Thrift, vintage La Conner, nonprofit thrift shop. I love it. I love that places like this exist and we get to experience them. So let's see what they got going on. Oh, how fun is it in here? Oh, we got the amazing, look at this. Look at this velvet. I'm a sucker for velvet. I don't know about you, but I am an absolute sucker for velvet. If this had bell sleeves, I would probably consider buying it. The thing I love most about thrifting is that you get things that not everybody's wearing. They're unique, they're fun. And then I pair it with my Cantha Bay, and then it becomes even more cool because it's a special outfit that's mine, you know? Nobody else wears it. And I think that's pretty rad. Man, there's some amazing selection. Ooh, what are you? Oh, that's a little mini dress. I like the pattern. A little too mini for me, but it's mini for somebody else. Ooh, I love funky stuff like this because you can pair it with so much. Like, if you have one funky piece, right? You pick out one funky piece, and then you can pair that with kind of, you know, neutral colors. Oh, and then it becomes like such a standout piece. That's fun with bell bottoms. Oh, and a kimono over that. Yes, please. I love that. Really nice light material. I just pick out what makes my heart happy, you know? Ooh, you're cute. Potentially. Oh, that's one of my favorite brands. Ooh, I like this. Now see, this tan thing is lovely. It looks like it's free size. It does have a little bit tapered arm, and oh, I bet you this would look amazing over a dress or bell bottoms, and ooh, I love that. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What an incredible thrift store. They are a nonprofit and they do so much for their community. Oh yeah. As I'm walking out, I'm like, they're just amazing. Communities need y'all so much. Here, I will.
We give amazing numbers of scholarships to women every year, like $250,000.
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Can you write it on here?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Y'all take it easy and have a wonderful day. Bye, Casey. Thank you. Did you hear that? They give over $250,000 a year to scholarships for women. All right. If you are in the La Conner area ever, please check out Vintage La Conner. They had some wonderful things. I am in this era where I have to be selective with what I'm bringing into the bus. And I did try on that dress. It just didn't fit me how I wanted it to fit me, and that's okay. And sometimes I have to say no to clothes. But I did leave them with a donation in their jar. Oh my gosh, what they're doing is so needed in many, many communities. And I'm sure a lot of communities have places like that. You know, they're the real unsung heroes that help people's electric stay on, help them get their bills paid when they're in a tough spot. Being able to have that help is just such a godsend, and the fact that they do that is wonderful. So they said to keep walking down the street. There's plenty of things to pop into and see. Something smells good. Still got my coffee, which is delicious, by the way. Let's go straight, I suppose. Look at this fun place. Oh, I used to ride on those carousel horses that were in front of grocery stores. Allergies are still here. I used to ride on those all the time. That's really nifty. They got a Zoltar over here. Restless Refurbished. That's cool. Well, friends, we are at a crossroads. Maybe we need to go. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Maybe over by the water. Let's go check out some water for a minute. What a cute little art supply store. I don't think that they're open today, but I love seeing all the local businesses and ooh, the lavender. You know, sometimes just coming down and wandering around, some of the best medicine. Oh, look at this. Skagit Crest Vineyard and Winery. Skagit Cellars Winery tasting room over there. Restaurant and pub. Wine bar and wine shop. Look at this. Oh, how relaxing is this place? Yeah, you can actually take home your own yacht. Oh yes, real estate offices are out. Checking out the yachts. Let's see, the Cherubini 45-foot Independence, made in 1997. This one has actually sold $389,000. That could have been yours. But I'm sure there's more on here that probably not in my price range. I don't know about you. I am not one who wants to live on a boat. I just don't find the appeal. That's great for anybody out there that wants to do it. I just don't love the idea of living on a boat. Not my jam. Not my jam. Fountain's pretty though. Look at that. Got an eagle up there with some salmon in the stream. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I walked out to the public boardwalk for viewing. And look at these views. Oh, somebody pulling on in with their boat. Yeah, this was it's a good last minute idea to do Serendipitous Day down in La Conner. Look at these cute little houses, apartments, Airbnbs, places to stay. Where should we go? What should we do? Let me know. Which direction should we head? The other side of that fountain. Looks like there's a little shipwreck up there. We might be in for a treat. They are setting up for music, it looks like. We're going to enjoy a little bit of music. There's about 3 or 4 wineries in here. Maybe we should have a wine tasting. Maybe that's what we should do next. I haven't done one of those in a hot minute.
Constantly research.
Okay, so you're doing this. We're gonna try some wine. I don't even know what this is. I didn't even take it down.
Pills that people for the rest of their life. It's this is a problem. Let's get this figured out. She's on a roll.
Ooh, they said that this is like super dry wine, not very sweet, which is definitely my jam. Gotta get
Her brain
some.
tumor, which saved her
Serendipitous.
other things are still wrong, and she's like, I gotta get this figured out.
It's a pretty cool place. They've got a nice tasting room inside, and then music will be outside. What a cool, funky place. I love it. This second one, right?
This is where I intercept.
Because oh, good.
And he says to this girl, he looks at this girl and goes, when you're done with that baby, you bring it to my wife.
So this one.
It's not your baby.
What he said to me, what he said to me was, you need to tell your husband to go back to my wife. This is not the time when I went like this, and I walked around and I sat down, and my friend Rich was there. Oh my gosh, great. And I'm like, okay.
We're gonna do this one right here.
What would you wear?
I've always been kind of a red girl, and Merlots were one of my favorites.
Contacted his parents. Contacted Vicky. Contacted my junior. I contacted the grandpa.
That's a good Merlot.
Said, oh, we're back with
This one.
today, yes. And Mary
Here.
super weird. Art studio and YBA basketball. They kind of interacted in sports. They were. She then had divorced Scott, which we weren't friends, but we like acquaintances and things, right? Love you, bye. Scott and I were talking, not seeing each other, this is years gone by. And he's like, what are you doing? Shoving your morals down your throats. Why are you shoving your morals down your brother's throat? You're yeah. And then he's trying to play Mark. You're getting in the middle of it. Just this is what the family does, right? He is such a weird husband.
Holy crap. It's been a minute since I've had that much wine. Oh my goodness. I think for most people it's like a typical Tuesday. For me, not so much. I did buy a bottle because, hang on, we'll come back to the music for a second. I did get a bottle because it was $20 for the tasting or $25 for the whole bottle. Whew. I feel pretty good. It's a good serendipitous day. Yeah, It's a good serendipitous day. Oh, if you want to know, I actually got the first one that I tried. The Vognier. It was nice and light and might go good with something sparkling, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully Kyle and I can enjoy it. Let's go listen to some music. Not a bad day. Sitting here, listening to some music. I think it's very important to support local musicians. Anytime I have a couple bucks in my pocket, it goes to support whoever I'm around. And right now, that's pretty cool. So cool. There's a step there. All right. Let's get back to exploring because it is Serendipitous Day, and sitting and enjoying the music was exactly what my soul needed to do. And I have a bottle of wine to show for it. So let's take a look around the corner and see what else we can find in LaConner, Washington. All right, so it in fact keeps going and going around the corner. This is such a cute little seaside town. Holy mackerel. What a beautiful day out. I really do love getting to see all the stores and the designs and the flavor of the local community wherever we are. You know, we get to experience the area and the places, and yeah, it's pretty cool getting to constantly see a whole bunch of new stuff and new people and different cultures. It's one of my favorite things. You know, funny enough, when I was down at the thrift store, they said that I needed to go to Moe's Eclectic Gifts and Apparel. It looks like they were right. Let's check it out. Oh, it's fantastic. All these skirts. It's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely. Amazing. Aren't they gorgeous? Everything is beautiful. I mean, it was a good one-hit wonder. Yes. Toto.
Ooh, that's pretty. Lost my mom, and I was thinking about him, and he literally called me the next day.
That's how it works.
And those are reversible, you know.
Ooh, so A side and B side.
Yeah.
You do you, Mo. I love it. Look at this flamingo. The flamingo's got a skirt on. You know it's a good place when that happens. Ah, what a fantastic place. I got a skirt from Mo. Took some of my birthday money and got a skirt. But like, what a cool place that is hometown, that is right here, that I get to travel to. And you know what? I think all of these kind of places are in your hometown. They're in where you're from. There are so many people that are waiting to meet you. That's what Serendipitous Day is for. Go explore something that you've never seen before, that you didn't know was there, because not only are you fulfilling yourself and finding things that are just amazing to do, you are supporting local. You're supporting local businesses, and just, yeah, I think that's pretty incredible to do. Right now we're walking down the street, and this place it's pretty busy. A lot of people, even on a Sunday. Like, there's quite a bit of people down here. Two Moons Gallery and Gifts. I love it. I love it. Look at that view. Look at that view. What a beautiful bridge. We crossed that bridge once in the bus, a few times in the car. Now we're just hanging out here. Taking a moment, take a beat, relax. I didn't even finish my last glass of wine. I took a sip of it. They're only supposed to be like very, very small pours, and they were large pours. So I didn't finish my last one. But man, Moe's was super cool. I'm glad that the thrift shop, the vintage thrift shop, actually suggested going to Moe's. And I'm super glad I got a skirt from there. And yeah, I think it's very important to shop local. The rest of my birthday money got spent there. Yeah, I think I enjoy taking the little bits of fun money, right? And spending it doing something fun, supporting local, doing something that is going to continue carrying on those clothes wherever I go. It's 2:30. Kyle texted me. I always enjoy reading the history of these little towns and what the town looked like. Look at that with snow, like literally where we're standing. In the area of where we're standing, learning the history and so much that was a part of the area. And the wharf actually used to load farm crops onto the steamers and going through the trade routes from the San Juan Islands to Seattle. This place played a big role in transporting goods. It's not only like Serendipitous Day isn't only about learning an area. It's learning yourself. It's trusting yourself out in the wild. It was hard for me to trust myself out alone. And each of these days bring this comfort. You know, like I'm in a safe space. Kyle's 10 minutes down the road, if that. It's not a high crime area. So I feel very safe being here. That being said, it's cool to be off on my own, to be exploring, to be, you know, going into shops and restaurants and living and experiencing. And it's good for you too. It is so good for you to get out and even just window shop. Like literally, you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to purchase anything. Just getting out and meeting people and talking to people, like getting to meet Mo and her shop and getting to hear her story and how she wants to do bus life. She's actually contemplated it. And that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat to be able to come to these places and find out about the people and the area. And yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things to be able to do while we're traveling. Oh, look at this. Look at these. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. Oh, the jellyfish lights. Pretty awesome. This place actually was the Palace Meat Market in 1890 on the National Register of Historic Places. And it has been turned into some beautiful art. Most art, like most galleries do not want you to film inside, absolutely, because of proprietary things. But if you're in the Connor or in many areas of where you are, I'm sure they have these little hidden gems that you can find too. It's really awesome. Something that isn't very often is the restroom. Oh yes, I gotta pee. I have got to pee. We are gonna take advantage of having a bathroom. You might be able to hear it faintly. Back behind us is the music. Remember where we sat? After we had that amazing wine tasting, then I'm feeling just lovely. Just lovely. Now, though, I have to make my way back to Thousand Trails, and I have 41 minutes to get back to the Connor Library, which is right up around the corner, I think. What a day. What a lovely little serendipitous day we have had so far. And something I want to tell you is if you're struggling today, it sucks when you're in the struggle. It's hard to see the light at the end of it. And I want you to know something. You've made it through every difficult season you've ever had. And chances are really high you're gonna make it through this one too. So if in this moment you're struggling or you have struggles or overwhelm is just consuming you, know that this too shall pass. It will. And you're gonna smile again. You're gonna breathe again. Struggles aren't gonna be as heavy again. It's coming. Just keep making the next aligned choice for you. And you're gonna end up right where you're meant to be. We, however, right now are meant to be at the library by 41 after. And if not, I'll have to call an Uber driver again. But I know a good one. 3:06. So we've got a little bit of time before we have to be there. Maybe we'll stop into another amazing store along the way. Oh my goodness. Remember those flowers when we were at the stop, the trolley or the whatever stop in front of Thousand Trails? There were these flowers, but they were much, much smaller than these. Oh, how beautiful are these cuties? Look how tall they are. Oh, I just love to stand and stare at some flowers for a minute. Over there is where we started out at the Stomping Grounds Coffee. It was absolutely delicious. We are at the LeConner Library. That is where they say the shuttle stop is. So I really do want to take the shuttle. Like, I really want to take the shuttle. But it's 3:15. And 3:41 is when the shuttle gets here. And so I'm kind of at this place where, do I want to call my awesome Uber driver that is amazing at picking me up? Or do I want to sit here and kind of wait for the shuttle? What would you pick? Would you wait for the shuttle or call your personal Uber driver? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to pick. I, in fact, just called my Uber driver. My Uber driver, Kyle, because I wasn't really sure. There was no sign where they pick you up from the shuttle. So I didn't want to sit there till like 3:41 and then it never end up there. So he did say that we needed some ice from the grocery store down the way. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back here, go to the Pioneer Market, grab some ice, and then hopefully he will be in the parking lot waiting for me. Here's that tree again. Remember that tree we saw? This is that one earlier. Beautiful. Beautiful tree. Just beautiful. All right, got me some ice. Kyle asked for some ice. Here we are. I actually found gluten-free bread, rye bread. Gluten-free rye bread. I needed to get some to try it. You never know. It might be really good with my tuna fish sandwiches. Hopefully he's here in a couple minutes because I got the ice and I don't want it to melt. Look who just pulled up. In addition to just pulling Gabstar, you got in the back seat too? Oh my goodness, buddy. Oh my goodness, I missed you, Gabstars. Hi.
Go. Hi. Go lay down, Kev.
I wasn't sure if the trolley was going to pick up and I didn't want to be like stranded here, so.
Uber's always online.
Uber's always online, especially for me. I get the VIP treatment.
What about you got the VID dog?
The VID, very important dog back here. Kevin, are you excited about being in the car? Yeah. Such a sweet boy. Yeah. I like getting picked up by a handsome guy.
It's a trolley driver.
Yeah, I'm good. I like this handsome guy right here. The best hot dog you've never heard of.
I'm a neighbor.
Do you think that everybody has a hot dog? Like every place has like the Chicago dog, the New York hot dog, similar
I'm sure
dog.
there's definitely regional type of dog. I guess there's a Seattle dog. I need to try that one on.
Yeah, you could get you a Seattle dog.
Give me some Ivars. I definitely want to get that one. Those Ivors have the best clam chowder.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. Last time I had it, it was pretty good. We have made it back to the bus. Back to Miss Daisy B. Here's the cabs Georgia came and picked us up. Yes, Tim's did. Oh, what a beautiful serendipitous day. Hey, baby. Ooh, excuse me, Fifi. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my, excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh, oh. Sorry, babe. I'm going to try this rye bread with my tuna fish.
You telling me I'm wrong?
I'm not saying anything. I just, yeah.
You guys can come visit. Max length like a week.
Mm.
And you guys are gone.
Max one?
Yeah.
Then we're kicked out?
Man. My husband will probably have training camp, so like never much to do at the house. So like
Well, hello. Fancy meeting you here. Kyle and I came down to the beach. We were sitting under that tree for a minute and enjoying this amazing view. Thank you so much for joining me for Serendipitous Day. It was lovely spending time with you in La Conner. What a quaint little town. What a cute, quaint little town. Each place was just absolutely delightful. Thank you so much for being here and being you. Have a safe trip home, and I'll see you in a couple days. I love you.